welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. After a 3-year absence, the state high school volleyball championships return to Lincoln this month. All the second round matches will be played at the new Pinnacle Bank Arena, and all the finals will be at Devaney, the home of Husker volleyball. Joining me to talk about all the excitement is Jennifer Schwartz. She is an assistant director of the Nebraska School Activities Association. Jennifer, thank you very much. Now, Lincoln hosted the tournament for 30 years before it moved to Grand Island, and that city, of course, did an outstanding job as host, but it's great to have the tournament back in the capital city. What excites you about volleyball returning to Lincoln?
Well, first of all, I need to say that the NSAA is very appreciative of the community of Grand Island. They did an outstanding job for us the last couple of years, and they were excellent hosts. But Lincoln is the home to Husker volleyball, and so with that, we're pretty excited to be coming here to Lincoln to play. Lincoln is known for its great fans and whatnot, so we're happy about that. Also, you know, our female high school athletes, as little girls, I think, dream to play where the Huskers play. And so by being back here in Lincoln, some of those dreams can become realized. So we're happy about that.
Well, Lincoln has two sort of new venues. We've got the new Pinnacle Bank Arena and the renovated Devaney. What kinds of things can fans look forward to at those venues?
I think probably what they can look forward to is a lot of high quality play at obviously some pretty quality venues. I think between Pinnacle Bank and Devaney, the atmosphere should be pretty exciting for everyone. Our volleyball fans obviously can go and watch games at our local Lincoln Public Schools as well, but then at Pinnacle on Thursday we will have 2 courts going at the same time, and so as a volleyball fan I'll get to see, or everyone will get to see two games being played simultaneously. Then on Friday, I think probably the most exciting part about this is all of the semifinal matches will be played under one roof at Pinnacle Bank, so that atmosphere should be pretty exciting for the kids as well. And then obviously the championships at Devaney on Saturday, so we're looking forward to that.
Now, the paid attendance is usually about 30,000?
A little more than 30. We kind of get into the mid-30s, but really my goal this year is to hopefully push the 40,000 mark in paid attendance. And so with that, we're trying to market to our young students perhaps, so we're offering some youth ticket packages. So for 8th graders and below, if they purchase 8 student tickets, we're throwing in a free adult ticket. So we're really trying to encourage all of the kids around the area and across the state to come experience this. So we're excited about that.
Now, what are some of the ways people can keep up with the scores and what's going on at the tournament?
Sure. Throughout the course of the tournament, we update all of the brackets, live scores, and all the tournament information on our website, which is nsaa.org. Then we also have a Twitter account and a Facebook page too, so we will be putting information there as well.
Now, as a staff member at NSAA, what are some of your more memorable state championships?
Sure, I actually have a lot of great memories. I actually did coach in the state tournament one time, a long time ago, so unfortunately we lost, so that wasn't a real great memory, but the whole experience was a good memory. As a staff member with the NSAA for the last 12 years, I would have to say probably one thing that really resonates with me is a couple of years ago we celebrated the 40th anniversary of Title IX prior to one of our championship matches. And so we recognized several individuals that were instrumental in advocating for girls' sports. And so as we were recognizing them, one of the coaches that was getting ready to compete after the ceremony leaned over to his athletes and said, "Hey girls, you need to take notice of these people. You know, without them, we wouldn't be here playing high school volleyball." And I thought to myself, wow, today's high school athletes, females, don't realize, they don't remember a time when girls didn't play sports. And so what a great thing.
Absolutely. Now, an event like this takes a real partnership. The NSAA, the host city, the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Talk a little bit about how that all works.
Sure. The NSAA is always looking for great partners and great facilities so that we can put some of our events in those places, and so we're really looking forward to working with the city of Lincoln. Obviously, Lincoln has a lot to offer for all the fans that come here and the players and the participants, so we're thrilled about that.
Lincoln will lay out the red carpet, definitely, and it'll be fun to have some folks come down to the West Haymarket who maybe haven't experienced that whole scene yet.
Absolutely, and another thing that we're offering is kind of an all-access pass. And all of our ticket information can be found on our website as well, but we're kind of hoping that somebody might come, watch some games on Thursday, then maybe hang out and go to dinner at the rail yard, and then stick around for Friday, watch some volleyball, and then go back and watch some more in the evening. So we're really excited about what the opportunities are.
Again, the State High School Volleyball Championships are November 13th through the 15th. Some of the first round games are played at some local high schools and Pinnacle Bank Arena. Then again, all the second round matches at Pinnacle Bank Arena and all the finals at Devaney. If you'd like more information, nsaahome.org, and also the number you can call, 402-489-0386. Lots of great volleyball coming up
Next week, it's
here
going
in
to be
the
here.
capital city. Yes, yes it is. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us, and good luck with the tournament.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And when we come back, Jeff Mull will be here from the Convention and Visitors Bureau with a rundown of all the great events coming up in the capital city. It's time to talk holidays already. Stay with us.
This city isn't what outsiders think. Lincoln has always had the reputation of being a sleepy Midwest city, but not the type of place people think about living, especially young people. We've just never really been the place people dream about. That's about to change. It's time to change perceptions. Exciting things are happening in our city, big things. Our spirit has a renewed sense of energy, and there's enthusiasm in our collective voice. You can feel it in the streets, see it on the skyline, hear it in the ideas of our young entrepreneurs and creative class. This might be a quiet, laid-back city, but it's buzzing with a flourishing economy and a rich, vibrant culture. Be young, have a booming career, raise a family. You can do it all here, and it just keeps getting better. We're the crossroads of blue skies and bustling progress, the sweet spot of balanced living. It feels good to be here, to be a part of it. In Lincoln, life is right. Now, it's time to let the world know.
Welcome back to Out and About. Jeff Mull is here from the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we're going to start off talking holiday stuff already. Wow.
Can you believe we're talking holidays?
The year has gone way, way, way too fast.
It has, and I think as we're taping today, it's almost 70 degrees outside. So let's hope this continues.
What are we
through
doing
the winter.
inside?
Right, exactly.
All right. It'd be nice to go out for the holiday tree lighting at 70 degrees, wouldn't it?
Yes, the 66th annual Nebraska State Tree Lighting and Carol Sing happens on Sunday, December 7th at 2 p.m. State Capitol. This thing got going back in 1942. The Women's Division of the Chamber of Commerce and the Ministerial Association hold the first Carol Sing to honor the folks at the air base at the time. So it's hard to believe it's been 66 years that we've been lighting the tree at the Capitol.
And I always enjoy them watching, or there's always a picture in the paper of them trying to get that tree in the Capitol. So
It's hard enough for me bringing in my artificial tree from the garage. I can't even imagine.
another great holiday event is the Thomas Kennard Holiday Open House. And this was, the Kennard House was dedicated as our statehood memorial in 1968.
And it was built in 1869, and this is a great chance to go see this house decorated in a Victorian Christmas theme. A lot of great tradition there. They'll have trees, candles, toys, presents, you name it. We want people to go out to the Kennard House because it is indeed one of a kind in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Absolutely. The International Quilt Study Center and Museum wants to help you cross a few things off your Christmas list. The Friends of the Museum are having a art market.
Yes, and this is a great chance to purchase unique quilts, textiles, and much, much more at the International Quilt Study Center at 83rd and Holdridge.
Now, I was watching the Purdue game, Nebraska-Purdue, and they did a great segment on the Quilt Study Center. It was very nice.
I think they talked about the Licorice
Licorice
International
as well.
Myself as a tourism guy, being with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, that was quite the showcase for our community.
Yes, very much so. And the Huskers won.
It was a good thing.
Holiday Greenery Workshop is coming up at the Prairie Building. This will help you get ready for the holidays too. Make your own decorations.
Yeah, and really all you have to do is show up at the Pioneers Park Nature Building and grab a mug or basket from them, and then they'll provide all the greenery, pine cones, and much, much more. Great chance to do and get an early start on some of your Christmas giving.
The Lux Center has got a couple of events going on. They've got Winterfest coming up, which is kind of a fun thing for families to do.
Great chance to not only build gifts, but also build some new holiday cards, create some arts and crafts from the ground up at the Lux Center for the Arts, and you'll get a chance to enjoy some cookies and much, much more over there.
And again, take a look at Wrappable Art for Giving and Getting, which is going on at the Lux Center through December 24th.
Yeah, I like the fact that we can do a lot right now, just making and creating, getting the whole family involved, and it's neat to see what's under the tree, less maybe commercial this time around. So pretty neat deal.
Couple of holiday events coming up at the Children's Museum.
The Holiday Spectacular at the Lincoln Children's Museum. The museum will close at 4 p.m. and open at 5 p.m. And this might be Santa's first visit to Lincoln. That's what it looks like on paper. So this is a great chance to see jolly old St. Nick.
He's got a busy schedule, so you can also make your own candy house
That's a
at
good
the
thing.
museum.
The good thing about making a candy fun house at the museum is it's not messing with your house.
But they'll also give you a kit. Well,
They
you
will.
can buy a kit and
They
make
can,
it at
and
home.
then you get to make everything while you're there, and it's a good family-friendly activity. Children's Museum doing a lot of great things for us in Lincoln.
And the Children's Zoo has a special North Pole Express. This sounds like fun for kids as well.
Yeah, I think the movie The Polar Express has helped re-energize that whole theme, and the ticket includes a train ride, hot chocolate, cookie decorating, a visit with Santa, and zoo entry. Great chance to get over on the North Pole Express.
And our theaters are getting in on the act with some holiday-themed presentations.
You must be talking about the Community Playhouse.
Absolutely.
They're going to get going with Junie B. and Jingle Bells, Batman Smells. There's a whole song with that, isn't there?
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably. This is based on a book. Junie is a first grader, and she's having some trouble with May, who keeps tattling on Junie's activities, apparently. And
Yeah.
things take a dramatic turn when Junie draws May's name for Secret Santa.
Are you talking about Tattletale May?
Tattletale May.
She's no good. She's no good.
Well, I'm sure this one all comes out well in the end.
This is fun. Community Playhouse, great destination for this event.
Now, the Tada Theater is doing kind of a double performance featuring some beloved Peanuts characters and then some great songs.
Yeah, the Peanuts characters, they're going to overcome the commercialism of Christmas and discover the true meaning of the holiday, followed by a lot of great sing-alongs. The Tada staff and performers will perform a lot of the great Christmas classics, a lot of great sing-alongs along the way. So kind of a 2-for-1 deal at the Tada Theater.
And Wesleyan is taking on the job of presenting A Christmas Carol this year, also about the true meaning of the holiday.
What's that guy's name again? Ebenezer Scrooge?
Ebenezer Scrooge, bah humbug.
Great chance to watch him transformation of the ghosts of Christmases past, present, and the yet to come, otherwise the future.
Now, there is going to be a double dose of Shakespeare here in the capital city. The Wesleyan Theater is producing The Merchant of Venice, which is one of the classics.
Yeah, they say it takes money to marry money. So this is a great story of Bassanio, Portia, Antonio.
And The Pound of Flesh.
Yes. Wow.
UNL is taking on Love's Labour's Lost, which is one of Shakespeare's early comedies.
Yeah, they believe this was written back in the 1590s. Love's Labour's Lost is a comedy complete with disguises and mistaken identities. Two great events going on, both Nebraska Wesleyan and UNL.
All right, I'm going to tackle this one. The Angels Theater Company has a production coming up, and it's got a very interesting title, Eleemosynary. It's pronounced Eleemosynary. And again, it's an Angels Theater production. The word is actually an adjective that describes things related to charitable giving. So
very
it's
nice.
appropriate holiday theme, but it's about 3 genius women, 2 homemade wings, and a vicious spelling bee. So I have a feeling the word eleemosynary figures into that spelling bee in some way.
That should be a lot of fun. And thanks for taking that one. I'm not the greatest when it comes to pronunciations. I was quick to turn that one over to you.
Well, this is going on the entire week of Thanksgiving, except for Thanksgiving. So something to do when you run out of TV shows to watch again and again. You head on over to Haymarket Theater and take in Eleemosynary.
Very nice.
Don't ask me to spell it.
I won't.
One of the best musicians in town, Tom Larson, is going to be performing with the Nebraska Jazz Orchestra.
That's right, and he's known as a composer, arranger, pianist, and UNL professor. Neat little venue for this. I shouldn't say neat little venue. This is the all-new Cornhusker A Marriott Hotel, who just went under a new grand reopening the other day. They've got some great reinvestment in the hotel, so might be a great overnight option, great date night opportunity. Stop on down to the Cornhusker for some great holiday classics.
Handel's Messiah and Bach's Magnificat are coming up. These are some timeless works they're going to be performing at First Plymouth.
Yeah, a lot of great chorus activity brought to you by Abend Music, soloists and an orchestra and singing the heroic Alleluia Chorus. This will be at the First Plymouth Congregational Church. A lot of great traditional classics.
Lincoln Symphony has a couple performances coming up. The first one is at Nebraska Wesleyan, Peter and the Wolf.
Yes, and they're going to bring out the Madcap Puppets, returning with their giant puppets for a fun, whimsical performance featuring a mafioso wolf, a menagerie of quirky animals. And things will end as we're getting ready to wrap up this event. They're going to have a parade through the auditorium with all the puppets, so pretty neat little deal.
The Symphony's also at its regular venue, the Lead Center, with Deck the Halls.
That's right, this is their annual Holiday Pops concert featuring beloved traditional pieces and showcases. Of course, the dance performing selections from the Nutcracker and concludes with an audience sing-along. There's a lot of audience participation if you haven't noticed.
So lots of those Christmas songs are just made for that.
They are. They are.
Let's run down a few other things happening at the Lead. This one is a little weird. A debate. Apparently the British national debate team is quite well known for their eloquence and humor, and they're going to take on UNL.
And they are going to take on UNL. And this organization, the United Kingdom's English-Speaking Union Tour, the United States, each year, they're bringing this performance to the University of Nebraska. And it should be kind of a fun little deal. Free tickets can be reserved in advance or obtained at the door the evening of the event. And this is part of the Ian Thompson Forum series at the Lead Center for Performing Arts. This sounds like a lot of fun
It
back
does.
and forth.
It really sounds fascinating. So I'll hope those UNL students can hold their own against the British.
Go Big Red.
Lead Center is hosting Kurt Elling, a Grammy Award-winning crooner.
He's among the world's foremost jazz vocalists, joining Frank Sinatra, Harry Connick Jr., and Mel Torme as one of the greatest crooners of all time. And he's been named Vocalist of the Year an unprecedented 14 times by Downbeat Magazine's Critics Pool. So it's a name. Kurt Elling, that's
Kurt
a
Elling.
big name coming to Lincoln.
One of my favorite lead performances of all time was Mel Torme. I loved it.
You saw Mel?
I saw Mel Torme at the Lead Center.
Wow.
It was great. Another Christmas favorite, of course, is Mannheim Steamroller. Nobody does Christmas like Mannheim Steamroller.
No, and this kind of a neat significance this year. This is their 30th anniversary celebration of the #1 Christmas music artist in history. Should be a lot of fun at the Lead Center for Performing Arts.
And if you're going to get outside, maybe we'll have 70-degree weather for the Jingle Bell Run in mid-December. You put some bells on your toes and take off.
This is a benefit for the Arthritis Foundation, and they will have a 200-yard reindeer dash, most likely for the kids, a 5K run and walk, and this will all take place at the Ald Recreation Center at Antelope Park. Great fundraiser, and of course we're trying to find a cure for the nation's leading cause of disability.
We're going to have some great horses and some great horsemanship coming up at the event center.
Yeah, a lot of the big breeds and long line of breeds in horsemanship are going to be on display at the Nebraska Horse Expo at the event center. Several clinicians featured with top-notch horsemanship will be there to speak, tell you the story, help you along the way, especially if you have horses. This is one of those must-see horse events that the Lancaster Event Center, they host so many in a year. This is the one that a lot of people target on their calendar.
Also at the event center is the Power Farming Show, and they're going to use every building at the event center for the Power Farming Show.
That's 9.2 acres.
Wow.
Of
That's a lot of tractors.
They're featuring 400,000 square feet of indoor displays. And the neat thing about this event, it's the second largest indoor farming show in North America.
Wow.
Lincoln, Nebraska, Lancaster Event Center, free admission and parking. Great time of the year if you are agriculturally centered to go out and do some shopping and get to know the industry experts.
And now for something completely different. You are invited to go to a hockey game and throw things on the ice.
Really?
Yes.
Within reason.
Within reason. Actually, stuffed animals, and it's a great cause. This is the annual teddy bear toss. I didn't know about this. This is pretty cool.
This is amazing, and I've been to a lot of great hockey games at the Ice Box, and this is a renovated Ice Box. They're doing a lot of neat things over there to increase the fan experience. This is their annual teddy bear toss where you're encouraged at a certain point in the game.
It's when the Stars score their first goal. You're
Yep.
supposed to take your stuffed animals and throw them on the ice.
Yeah, and this is a benefit for the Community Action Program and distributed to families in the Lincoln area. So this is a great chance for you to provide gifts for a lot of less fortunate in our community. So go Stars, go teddy bear toss. Great way to wrap up the holiday season.
Keep your drinks and your popcorn with you. Those don't get tossed on the ice,
Yeah.
but the teddy bears it'll be a teddy bear free-for-all.
Yeah, and you'll watch a lot of little kids helping out as well. They'll go up to the glass and try to throw it over. And they'll pick everything up with shovels and put it in bags and haul it away. So great event.
Great cause. Very great. Well, Jeff, thank you very much. I'm sure next month's show will also have a lot of holiday things to talk about. It's that time of year.
It is, and I think you and I, sometimes we have a little holiday theme going on with the set or maybe what we wear. So stay tuned out there for what's going to happen next month.
We'll see what kind of strange things we can decorate the set with this
I
year.
will trust in you with
Didn't
that
we have
one.
some fun with the Nutcracker last
I
year?
was talking.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Thank you very much, Jeff. And if you'd like more information about all the events in Lincoln, lincoln.org. Now at the Visitor Center there, you always have what? Are you going to have hot chocolate.
Probably have some cookies and some hot chocolate.
Excellent.
And, staff has been bugging me. They think a Keurig coffee maker would make sense down there during the
There you
winter,
go.
and I guess we'll have to try to do that. And
I think you should spring for that, Jeff.
yeah, welcome people to come down. 7th and P is our visitor center. 434-5348 if you want more information.
Thank you very much, Jeff. And when we return, we'll have all the big news from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Stay with us.
This city isn't what outsiders think. Lincoln has always had the reputation of being a sleepy Midwest city, but not the type of place people think about living, especially young people. We've just never really been the place people dream about. That's about to change. It's time to change perceptions. Exciting things are happening in our city, big things. Our spirit has a renewed sense of energy, and there's enthusiasm in our collective voice. You can feel it in the streets, see it on the skyline, hear it in the ideas of our young entrepreneurs and creative class. This might be a quiet, laid-back city, but it's buzzing with a flourishing economy and a rich, vibrant culture. Be young, have a booming career, raise a family. You can do it all here, and it just keeps getting better. We're the crossroads of blue skies and bustling progress, the sweet spot of balanced living. It feels good to be here, to be a part of it. In Lincoln, life is right. Now, it's time to let the world know.
Welcome back to Out and About. Tom Lorenz joins us now from Pinnacle Bank Arena. And Tom, it's time for basketball season.
It is. What a great fun time, and the team is. Both teams are ranked and are national contenders. We've got terrific coaches. Some of the players back from last year, and some great new players. So I think people are really looking forward to the excitement of basketball this year.
Nebraska is one of only 9 programs across the country that has both the men's and women's teams ranked.
And it's a strong, strong program. The women have been very strong for a long time, and Tim Miles and the guys are doing a terrific job with the men's teams. So it's it's just that doubleheader, and the atmosphere has been terrific, and people really like the fact that they can come down to the rail yard and come early and stay late and make that part of the experience. So it's the teams and all the different area, and it's been a kind of a perfect formula for a really good experience.
Well, let's talk a little bit about some of the big announcements that you've made. You've got rock legends Fleetwood Mac coming in January. That's amazing.
It's a terrific show, and Christine McVie is back, and so the entire band is just doing great. We grew up listening to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This was terrific music all along, and I think Rumors is still one of the best albums ever. And so for them to come in, it's one that we've been working on for a long time. We're really, really happy that they're there. We still have a few tickets available. It's sold very, very well, but there is some tickets available yet. So we're really excited about them coming, and that's just one of the classic rock bands that you have to see during your lifetime.
Now, I heard you say on the radio their music is like the soundtrack to your life.
It really is. I can remember clearly, when I first got that album sitting in my bedroom, just listening to that thing and listen to it over and over again, and so many of those tracks just keep coming up. And then they did some great things after that too, and they continue to be a strong band that just so much talent, and the stories behind how the songs were written. It's just a fun group to have in.
Well, Lincoln Park is also a big get. That's coming up in February.
They are. They played Pershing quite a few years ago. We sold that out. They've been around, and that's a genre that we really haven't hit that before. I mean, we started to approach that with Pearl Jam, but that rock with a little bit of rap influence, and it'll be a great show. We've been talking to them for quite a while, and we're glad to be part of this leg of the tour. I think it'll do very, very well. And, again, the more different genres we can hit. Last year was maybe some classic rock heavy. We'll have some other different things this year at the Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Well, another big country show coming up February 13th with Florida Georgia Line.
These guys are hot. Boy, they are out there. New album is terrific. They're very visual. I went to see them up in Sioux Falls as that arena opened up with Jason Aldean, and Florida Georgia Line did a terrific job. Songs with great hooks, a lot of visuals that go with it from the video boards, and the show, Diane, is essentially sold out. It went very, very quickly. Same day that there was another major on sale in St. Louis, and the show went terrific. So everyone's happy about that one. And it's been a while since we did country. Zac Brown was our last country band, so it's nice to have them back in February.
And we'll talk about some of the other events coming up that we've talked about maybe previously. And the return of ice to Lincoln is coming in November 21st.
Disney on Ice, what a beautiful production. 6 shows, all the same show, but 6 opportunities to see it. The shows at Pershing outgrew the space. The production becomes such a large production at this point that we didn't have room to do it anymore. And so to be able to do it now at Pinnacle Bank Arena, great sight lines, we'll have plenty of room for the production to happen. It's such an iconic thing, and people and families and kids remember that for years. So just like Disney Live did well, Disney on Ice is selling extremely well, and it should be one of those wonderful experiences just before the holidays.
Now, how long has it been since we've had an ice show?
I think it's been in that 10-year range. It's been quite a long time, and that's one of those shows that can play in Omaha, can play in Lincoln, and it hits both markets and does extremely well. And this show happens to hit a lot of the newer movies, some of the different great, iconic Disney shows get incorporated into it. So there's a little bit for everybody there. And it's not just a kid show; it's a family show too.
I saw Tinkerbell and The Little Mermaid.
Yep.
So.
And I think Woody's there, and Mater, which is from Cars. So it'll be fun.
The city's largest office party is coming up December 4th. You did this last year, didn't you?
We did, and the idea was that we do some large events there that maybe have 800 or 1,000 people, but what about those companies that have 25, 30, 50 people, but they still want to have that big experience? They want to see the ribbon boards and gather in a larger setting and have a great DJ. And so we did the world's largest office party, where we take the floor, set it up like a big dinner, but then divide it into smaller groups. And it was really well received last year. A lot of businesses just like that. Lincoln's such a great town where everybody knows each other that you can have a party for company A and still have some interaction with company B and C on the side. And so it was a lot of fun. We get to do it again this year. And our F&B staff, our food and beverage people, do a wonderful job with the food. And it's a cool, exciting environment. We have the ribbon boards, with some very holiday-ish type things. Great music, and it's just a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of food, let's talk a little bit about some of your new offerings. You're going to be changing up the menu from time to time.
We really do. As we went through the year, we always try to react to what the public would rather see, and they make some suggestions, and we see what's kind of topical and hot in other venues and arenas. And again, our staff, we've had some change in the chefs. We have 2 great new chefs. We have Jan and Jessica are there and are doing a terrific job for us. And so we were able to make some new offerings. We kind of previewed it to the press here recently. We had some SMG officials that were there. It was really well received. I even got to sample some of it, and I approved. So,
what's your favorite new thing?
We've got a Philly cheese sandwich cheesesteak sandwich, which is there, and we've got some great new desserts, and there's just a little bit of everything. And the idea is that when someone comes to, say, all the men's games or all the men's and women's basketball games, they'd love to see some variety. And so we have some different things. We still have our barbecue and some fried foods, but we've got some other healthy choices now. And we're certainly aware of gluten-free options. And so we're trying to hit that broader market. I think the guys at Greg and his staff have just done a wonderful job and really nailed it.
Making me hungry.
Yeah.
Let's talk. We're going to wrap up by talking about 3 events that were at Pershing in the past and are now kind of coming to the arena. One is the Dynasty Combat Sports, the Seasons Beatings.
Yeah, this is that MMA, and MMA still remains popular. This is a good market for it, and to be able to take it to Pinnacle Bank Arena, to be able to incorporate the video boards so that we've got 4-sided HD highlights and close-ups. That I know that Train, who is the promoter, has been working on putting the cards together, and he has some really good matchups. It's a great venue to watch. I mean, the sight lines are terrific. So, and again, that opportunity to go out before and stay out late afterwards, and incorporate that into the experience makes it a really, really good event. So, Seasons Beatings will be the first one that we've done there, and I'm sure they'll probably try to do at least 3 or so per year.
Harlem Globetrotters are coming back to Lincoln January 16th. They're always a lot of fun.
They're a lot of fun. They're just talented. It's a tremendous show, and again, it's a great family opportunity. They love coming to Lincoln. They really do, make sure that that's a stop on their tour every year. They're so warmly received, and they send that player out ahead of time who goes out and visits some of the schools. great opportunity for a family.
And just announced, we're taping November 5th, just announced today, Life in Color, the world's largest paint party.
Yeah, we've done that at Pershing before. It's electronic dance music, and it's a very unique experience that, along with the great lighting and terrific music, the participants of this will be able to do a little bit of self-painting to them and their fellow dancers. And it's a tempera paint, and it's glow in the dark. So I mean, that kind of adds another dimension. It's a lot of fun. We had over 4,000 people at Pershing last year, and we'll probably get close to 6 this year. And it's just a very unique night. And it's probably not my demographic and yours, but it's still a fun thing for those college kids.
Well, lots of great events coming up in addition to basketball. So.
Yep.
Looking forward to the great second year of
It's
Pinnacle Bank Arena.
It's been a nice year last year, and it'll be a great start, and it'll be just a lot of fun. And thank you for all your help here too.
Not a problem. The website where you can go and check out all the events, pinnaclebankarena.com. That is the official website. That's
right.
the one you want to go to. And also you can call the box office at 904-5600. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks, Diane.
Great to see you. I'm
You
glad
too.
we can catch you in between
It's
all your busy
It's
activities.
exciting, but we always want to make time for this.
Right, thank you. That is all for this month's Out and About. I want to thank all the guests that we had today. Now, if you missed any of the events, stay tuned. We'll be running a list of events right after this show. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.